Have you ever wondered what makes you excited to get out of bed each morning? Perhaps it's a passion project, loved ones, or a dream you're pursuing. In Japan, there's a concept for this very feeling. It's called Ikigai. This word roughly translates to a reason for being, or simply your purpose in life. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Ikigai, exploring its origins, its philosophy, and how you can harness it for a more fulfilling life. Origins of Ikigai. Our journey begins on the beautiful Japanese island of Okinawa, famous for its vibrant communities and extraordinary number of centenarians, people over 100 years old. The term Ikigai has its roots in Japanese culture, and Okinawans often credit their long, happy lives in part to having an Ikigai, a clear sense of purpose. Ikigai is written with two characters, Shenki, Iki, meaning to live, and Jiafei, Gai, meaning worth or benefit. Put together, they form Shenki Jiafei, signifying that which makes life worth living. This idea has been ingrained in Japanese society for centuries. It's not something foreign or new to them. It's part of everyday life, quietly guiding people of all ages. Philosophical roots and meaning. At its heart, Ikigai is about finding joy and purpose in the small things as much as the big things. It's the grand reason you jump out of bed and the little daily joys that put a smile on your face. For some, their Ikigai might be a lifelong craft or career, and for others it could be family, a hobby, or faith. The key is that your Ikigai is deeply personal, unique to you, and tied to what you value most in life. This concept is philosophically rich. It shares common threads with ideas like Aristotle's eudaimonia, a life of fulfillment and virtue, and Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, which suggests that having meaning can help us endure life's hardships. In fact, authors Hector Garcia and Francesc Miralles describe Ikigai as the happiness of always being busy, likening it to logotherapy, but going a step further. It's about active engagement in life, staying involved in activities that give you satisfaction and a sense of meaning. Ikigai versus the Venn diagram myth. You might have seen that famous Ikigai Venn diagram floating around on the internet. You know, the one with 4 overlapping circles labeled what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. At the center of it all, supposedly, is your Ikigai. Now here's the thing. That diagram is actually a Western interpretation. It's a helpful tool for self-reflection, combining passion, mission, vocation, and profession. But traditional Ikigai in Japan isn't restricted to your job or income. Your Ikigai might be raising your children, painting, volunteering, or tending a garden, even if these don't pay a dime. So, while we'll use the 4-circle framework to help explain Ikigai's components, remember that Ikigai is broader than just career or money. It's about your whole life, not just work. The 4 elements of Ikigai: passion, mission, vocation, profession. Let's break down those 4 elements often associated with Ikigai, as they're a great starting point to explore your own purpose. 1. What you love, passion. These are the activities that light you up inside, the hobbies or interests where time flies because you're truly happy. It could be playing guitar, cooking, writing, hiking, anything that brings you joy. Ikigai invites you to pay attention to these loves because they give clues to what makes life feel meaningful. 2. What you're good at, vocation. This is about your strengths and skills. Maybe you have a knack for teaching, fixing things, or listening to others. We all feel more purposeful when we use our talents. In Japanese culture, mastery and dedication to one's craft are highly valued. Think of the sushi chef who has perfected making rice for decades. Honing skills not only boosts confidence, it also aligns with Ikigai by giving a sense of progress and excellence. 3. What the world needs. Mission. Here we touch on connection and contribution. This could mean your community, society, or even just your family's needs. When you do something that helps others or makes a positive impact, it strengthens your sense of purpose. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius also emphasized being of service to the common good, which resonates strongly here. Knowing that your efforts make a difference can be incredibly motivating. 4. What you can be paid for. Profession. Finally, there's the practical side, making a living. The idea is to incorporate your passions and skills into work that supports you financially without betraying your values. Stoicism actually has an interesting take on this. It teaches that wealth is not inherently bad if gained ethically. It's just another tool. In the context of Ikigai, earning a living from what matters to you can provide stability. But remember, your Ikigai itself might be bigger than your job. When these 4 areas overlap, you get that sweet spot where you love what you do, you're great at it, it serves a need, and it supports your life. That's often presented as the Ikigai. Again, think of this framework as a compass rather than a strict definition. Ikigai is ultimately personal. It could lie in 1, 2, or all of these areas. 5 Pillars of Ikigai, Ken Mogi's perspective. To deepen our understanding, let's look at what neuroscientist Ken Mogi calls the 5 Pillars of Ikigai. These capture the mindset that surrounds Ikigai in daily life. Start small. Embrace the little things. Small steps and simple joys matter. Whether it's your morning coffee or a 10-minute walk, cherish those moments. Big journeys begin with small steps, and each small step can contain a hint of Ikigai. Release yourself. This means letting go of your ego and worries. Be true to yourself, not what others expect you to be. When you stop being overly self-conscious, you can pursue what truly matters to you without fear of judgment. Harmony and sustainability. Ikigai isn't about extreme leaps, it's about balance. Live in harmony with others and with nature. Sustainable routines that nurture your body and soul are more valuable than quick bursts of glory. Think of a gentle, steady rhythm rather than a flashy sprint. The joy of little things. Find happiness in everyday moments. A laugh with a friend, the feel of sunlight, the satisfaction of a job well done. Savor these. Life is made up of moments, and Ikigai lives in those details as much as in grand achievements. Being in the here and now. Presence is power. When you fully engage in whatever you're doing right now, you experience life more richly. Whether you're cooking dinner or writing an email, being present turns even ordinary tasks into meaningful practice. This pillar echoes a bit of mindfulness, which pairs nicely with both Ikigai and Stoic focus. These pillars encourage a lifestyle where Ikigai can flourish. They remind us that purpose isn't only found in big life decisions, but also in daily habits and attitudes. Ikigai meets Stoicism, aligning purpose with resilience. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Ikigai aligns beautifully with Stoic philosophy. On the surface, one is an ancient Japanese concept, and the other a school of thought from ancient Greece and Rome. But when it comes to self-improvement and living a meaningful life, they're like old friends who independently arrived at the same wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, live virtuously, and view challenges as opportunities to grow. At its core, Stoicism is about cultivating inner strength and purpose, rather than chasing external success or comfort. Sounds a lot like Ikigai's focus on inner fulfillment, doesn't it? Purpose and duty. The Stoics believed everyone has a role or purpose in life. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself each morning that he was born to do his work as a human being, not to lounge in bed. This echoes Ikigai, where having a reason to get up fuels your day. Both perspectives say, when you know why you do what you do, you can handle almost any how. Inner contentment. Ikigai is about finding inner joy and contentment, and Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes from within, from living in alignment with your values. Stoics like Seneca and Epictetus warned against depending on externals for happiness. Instead, they championed building a life around virtue and meaning, which is right in line with seeking your Ikigai. Resilience. Life isn't always smooth sailing. Stoicism provides tools like negative visualization, imagining challenges before they happen, and focusing on our response to setbacks. Similarly, if you have a strong Ikigai, a clear purpose, it acts like a lighthouse during life's storms. Knowing what you live for gives you resilience. For example, if your Ikigai is helping others, then even when you face personal hardship, that purpose can motivate you to keep going and maintain perspective. Presence and mindfulness. Both Stoicism and Ikigai encourage living in the present. Stoics urge us to not waste time on the past or worry excessively about the future. Marcus Aurelius wrote about concentrating like a Roman on whatever is at hand. Ikigai's pillar of being in the here and now is a twin to that idea, focusing fully on the present task or moment. In short, Stoicism provides the resilience and ethical compass, and Ikigai provides the passion and personal mission. Together, they form a powerful duo for self-improvement. Live each day with purpose, stay true to your principles, and greet obstacles as chances to grow. It's a formula for a fulfilling life. Real-world examples of Ikigai in action. Let's bring this concept to life with a few real-world examples of Ikigai in action. The 102-year-old and her great-great-granddaughter. National Geographic explorer Dan Buettner once met a 102-year-old woman in Okinawa and asked her what her Ikigai was. She simply pointed to her great-great-great-granddaughter. Her purpose for living each day was to cherish time with her family's youngest generation. Can you imagine the sense of continuity and fulfillment in that? Her Ikigai was literally cradling the future, a living bridge between generations. Jiro the Sushi Master. Jiro Ono, one of Japan's most famous sushi chefs, is well into his 90s and still devoted to perfecting the art of sushi. For Jiro, his craft is his Ikigai. Every day he wakes up with the purpose of making the best sushi in the world, honing techniques he's practiced for decades. His story, featured in Jiro Dreams of Sushi, shows how dedication to one's craft and pursuit of excellence can give life profound meaning. It's not about the money or fame for him. It's the love of the work itself that keeps him going. A teacher with a mission. Consider a school teacher who absolutely loves teaching kids. She lives for that aha moment when a child understands something new. She's good at it. She's shaping future citizens, what the world needs, and it's her profession. But even if tomorrow she won the lottery and didn't need a paycheck, she might still choose to teach or mentor because it's her passion. That's Ikigai. When your work is way more than work, it's a calling. The Daily Gardener. Think of a retiree who starts each morning tending to his small vegetable garden. He doesn't sell the produce. He grows it because he loves gardening. He's skilled at nurturing plants. It provides fresh food for his family, meeting a need, and it keeps him active. Tending that garden becomes the highlight of his day. His Ikigai is the care he gives to those plants and the purpose it brings him. It's a simple, humble Ikigai, but no less powerful. In each of these examples, notice how Ikigai can be grand or humble. It might be world-changing or quietly personal. There's no hierarchy here. What matters is that it matters to you. Integrating Ikigai into your life. By now you might be wondering, how can I find and live my Ikigai? Here are some practical steps to help you integrate this concept into your life. 1. Self-reflection. Take time to ask yourself the 4 big questions. What do I truly love doing? What sparks joy or flow for me? What am I good at, or what skills can I develop? Think both hard skills and soft skills or personal strengths. What does the world, or my community, need that matters to me? What problems or causes tug at my heart? What roles or jobs allow me to sustain myself? Where could those first 3 overlap in a way I could make a living if needed? Write down your answers and look for patterns or intersections. Journaling can be incredibly helpful here. You might discover that a theme like helping others, creativity, or nature shows up repeatedly. These are clues to your Ikigai. 2. Start small and experiment. Ikigai doesn't usually hit you like a lightning bolt. It often unfolds through small experiments. Try taking a class, start a side project, volunteer, or spend more time on that hobby you've neglected. Pay attention to how you feel. Do you find yourself losing track of time in a good way? Do you feel more energetic after doing it? Those are good signs. Follow the sparks of curiosity and enjoyment. They can lead you toward purpose. 3. Cultivate daily habits. Once you have a sense of what gives you purpose, infuse it into your daily routine. If your Ikigai is writing, set aside time each day to write. If it's caring for others, find daily ways to do that. Even small acts of kindness count. These habits keep you connected with your Ikigai. Remember the pillar, joy of little things. Find a bit of purpose each day, rather than waiting for a big life mission to arrive all at once. 4. Embrace community. Ikigai often involves connection. Talk to friends, family, or mentors about your interests. They might help you see strengths you overlooked or opportunities you didn't know about. Also, surround yourself with people who have a positive outlook and are pursuing their own passions. Enthusiasm is contagious. For example, joining a club or an online group related to your passion can inspire you to dive deeper and keep at it. 5. Stay flexible and patient. Your Ikigai can change over time as you evolve, and that's okay. In fact, it's wonderful. Maybe your Ikigai in your 20s was climbing the career ladder, but in your 40s it shifts to mentoring others or starting your own business. Life is not static, and neither is your purpose. So don't worry if you haven't nailed it 100%, or if it shifts. Stay patient and keep listening to that inner voice. Self-improvement is a journey, and discovering Ikigai is part of that lifelong exploration. Conclusion. Ikigai is more than just a buzzword. It's a reminder that life is worth living when we live with purpose and joy. By blending passion, mission, vocation, and profession, and by embracing the wisdom of philosophies like Stoicism, we can navigate life's ups and downs with a clear North Star. Remember, finding your Ikigai is not a one-time task to check off. It's an ongoing dance between you and what life throws at you. It's as much about the journey as the destination. So ask yourself, what's your reason for getting up in the morning? If the answer doesn't come immediately, that's okay. Keep exploring, keep reflecting, and keep moving forward. As the Japanese say, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Each day is a new chance to live meaningfully. If you found value in this journey through Ikigai, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more insights on self-improvement and philosophy. Challenge yourself today. Do one small thing that brings you joy or helps someone else, and notice how it makes you feel. Share your experience or your Ikigai discoveries in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. Until next time, stay curious, stay purposeful, and remember, the world needs your unique contribution. Thanks for watching.